with a heck of a play. Nearly got the ball to Reed Bushman in time. But that'll be the second out, and the runner is now on second base. And for him to score, BA will need to put the ball into play, most likely need a single or more with the arms in the Ensworth outfield. And up to bat is Gus Elliott, the designated hitter. And the runner on second base from Brentwood Academy is getting a little antsy. But with 2 out, first pitch swinging. This one goes to right field. Hunter Harris trying to get under it, and Harris makes the 3rd out of the inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the 2nd inning. Your score is 0-0. Jablonski escapes after. And up to bat will be Dax Bramer when we come back. What'd you say? Up to bat, number 10, Dax Bramer. Other baseball commit, he is committed to Washington and he's committed to Wash U in St. Louis for baseball, and he's hitting a whopping .455 to start the season off. And he's going to look for his first long ball, but 2-0 to start the count, takes the first 2 pitches. I tell you what, Battaglia was about unhittable in the first inning. Devin Obie nearly took him to the yard, but that is Devin Obie's talent on showcase. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk for Battaglia, who worked through the Tigers' first 3 batters. Up to bat, number 11, Mason Jablonski. And Bramer is on first base after the walk. Jablonski, the pitcher, is up to bat. He is hitting .227 on the season. So no outs and a runner on first. Yeah, Battaglia had a good first inning and had the curveball working. Got to find the zone here. And that'll be strike 1 as Battaglia hits the zone, and Jablonski was making him throw that strike. It's a mental game right there. But now that the strike is in the count, 2-1, look for Jablonski to get a hit. 2-2. Jablonski's got to protect the plate now. 0 out, trying to avoid any ground balls here as Bramer is on first. And that one nearly hit Jablonski as Battaglia couldn't control the curve on that one. So now a full count for Jablonski. Pitcher versus hitting battle. That's going to base. Did not happen. Up to bat, number 12, Reed Whitman. Sophomore Reed Whitman, who lays down the bunt. This one will be foul, and Dax Bramer will have to go back to first base. Dax Bramer was going for the steal there on a bunt and steal designed play from Coach Maxwell. Speaking of Coach Maxwell, he has done such a great job with this program over the years. Also coaches for USA Baseball before and had a playing career of his own. About more than anybody you know. And so now, after the steal attempt from Bramer, Battaglia is a little bit antsy. He will check on Bramer at first base. Yeah, but Reed Whitman getting the start today with some players missing from the lineup. He's at second base, and this is his first at-bat. He hits his ankle. Battaglia is starting to lose the zone a little bit in this second inning. And so it'll be a 1-1 count. Whitman looking for his first hit of the season. He makes contact on that one, fouls it straight back and up. Move the count to 1-2. So look for Battaglia to go back to his curveball that he loves. See if he can get Whitman to chase. He'll check on Bramer first. 1 out in the bottom. We're in the bottom of the second, 0-0. And Whitman strikes out. And so Whitman strikes out and becomes the second out of the inning after Jablonski also got struck out looking. And so that's a high strike. Hunter Harris batting 154 in the early season, trying to get a little bit more momentum going at the plate. He's got a runner on first. Bramer's been stranded there since the first part of the inning, and they are eager to get Bramer out after he tried to steal. Battaglia has been checking his way, and the catcher throws over to first. It's a 1-1 count. Still. And this is most likely going to be a battle for this entire game. And that's a tough strike call. Really, that hit the outside corner on the curveball, and that's been Battaglia's main pitch. And Harris grounds to third, and he will be thrown out. So that'll end the second inning, 0-0. Been a tough day for the at-bats for both teams. We'll be back for the start of the top of the third inning. And we are back for the top of the third inning. Mason Jablonski staying strong on the mound. This is a ground out to start the inning. First pitch swinging, and Dax Bramer will step on first base. And it's been a pitching battle between Battaglia and Jablonski. So back up to bat is number 24. This is going to be Kaysen Kalmus, who started the game off. Jablonski's pitch is low, called for ball one. It's been an interesting game, kind of moving pretty quickly with the pitching today and the lack of hits that have been strung together. Brentwood Academy had an extra base hit last inning, couldn't make anything out of it. And Ainsworth had a hit last inning as well. But other than that, it's been a pitching battle. And this one will be popped straight back for strike one of the at-bat. So Jablonski already working with one out, keeping the pitch count low. Only had to throw one to get the first batter out. And now working with the leadoff hitter, trying to stay aggressive, although that one will bounce in the dirt, brings him to a 3-1 count. Another thing with the Ainsworth bullpen is that Coach Maxwell is going to be asking for longevity out of his pitchers, and he's going to need guys to eat. Pitch from Jablonski hitting the right corner of the plate to bring up a full count now for the leadoff hitter, Kalmus. Kalmus might struggle here to get a pitch that he likes, and he does. Ground out. Oh, but Dax Bramer drops the ball. Tough play there. Dax Bramer was dragged off of the tag him in time, and that's an error, I believe, on. It'll either be classified as a hit or an error on Wainwright's side. But one out now and a runner on first. Double play is in action for Taylor Montiel, the first baseman for the Eagles. And there's a steal attempt, and Jablonski will just get the force out at one, and the runner will advance. So now 2 outs, no bunt situation, but a single could drive in the run here. Can Cooper Derryberry be? He's got to hit his spots here on this at-bat. So now 2 outs in the inning. Double play is off. Already off because of the 2-out situation. Mishap on my part. First strike is right down the middle, and Derryberry wasn't ready for that one. First strike, 0-1 is the count. They're going to say that is a. I thought I heard them say balk, but no runner will advance, so Mason Jablonski might have just stepped off. Runner was looking to take off with. Pitch is put on the ground for Reed Bushman. Makes the throw over to Dax Bramer, and that will be the middle of the third inning. 0-0. Nothing going for either team at bat. Can the Tigers change that? They're coming up. We're ready for the his first at-bat of the season. He's facing a 1-0 count after Battaglia couldn't find the zone, can't find it again. 2-0. That's been the main issue for Battaglia. But the strike zone has become more elusive as the innings move on. Bottom of the third, like I said, tie ball game at 0. Nobody really getting the at-bats going. 2-1 count for Wainwright. Fouls one back, brings the count to 2-2. So Wainwright's going to have to protect the zone here. Doesn't want to be the first out of the inning. Fouls this one back. Seeing the ball well, making contact. Now can he drive one fair? Battaglia doesn't like these at-bats, driving the pitch count up. Doesn't like the sign. He'll switch, and he'll go a little bit of a cutter, looked like, and Wainwright fouls it off again. Wainwright doing exactly what I said, protecting the plate. And Wainwright will call time, adjust the batting gloves, and he'll feel comfortable to step back in the zone, facing a 2-2 count. And he strikes out swinging at a curveball there. Up to bat, number 3, Reed Bushman. Up to bat is the senior, Reed Bushman, who takes a wild pitch for ball 1. He's batting .400 on the early season, so you could say things are going well, would be an understatement. No runners on, 1 out after Wainwright struck out after a nasty slider pitch from Battaglia, who's really got the off-speed working today. It's the Bushman will pop this one up in for a single. Up to bat, number 2, Devin Obie. And so Devin Obie is up to bat. He's the leadoff hitter for the Tigers. He nearly went yard in his first at-bat. And this one he drives straight away for another base run. Up to bat, number 8, Andrew Yu. And so after Wainwright struck out, Bushman singles and then Obie singles, and so now an opportunity for the Duke commit catcher, Andrew Yu, who brings this one deep. This one's at the wall. Reed Bushman will tag up. It's going to be a close play at third. The throw is in, and Bushman decides not to go. Up to bat, number 5, Kenny McKinley. And this will help the pitch count for Battaglia. After 2 singles, everybody's been swinging at the first pitch. This one's low, taken for ball 1. Runner on first and second with 2 outs. Bushman on second, Obie on first. And boy, this is a crucial spot for McKinley, who homered yesterday against the Eagles. He thought was going to be a fastball out of the hand of Battaglia, who has been fooling batters for the first 3 innings. We're in the bottom of the third, still no runs. And he goes again at that same curveball low. Gets himself into a tough count, 1-2, 2 strikes. He'll have to protect the plate. Battaglia loves this count. He can go straight back to his off-speed, or he can blow one by with a fastball. McKinley's got to be on his heels, ready for anything. And this one's inside, low and inside. That's been the times a little bit of a late release there. But the Brentwood Academy catcher has been doing a great job. I believe that's Joe, I believe that is number 2, Lund, behind the plate. So McKinley takes the third ball, walks the count from 1-2 to a full count, and now it's anybody's at bat. Clutch situation for McKinley, the junior. And that will be right down the middle. That's Battaglia's bread and butter. That curveball is lethal. So through 3 innings, we got some hits, we've got some extra base hits, but it is still 0-0 between your Ensworth Tigers and the Brentwood Academy Eagles. We'll be back for the top of the 4th inning. Welcome back for the top of the 4th inning. If you're just tuning in, we've got a good ball game here, 0-0. It's been a pitcher's battle. I'm Max Keller, and it's a beautiful day for baseball. Second home game for your Tigers, trying to pick up a win against the rival Brentwood Academy Eagles. And Jablonski's going strong through 3 innings. This is his 4th. And that'll be a bunt single. So it'll be a hit for number 22, Chris Summy, bringing up the pitcher, Battaglia, who got it done in his last at-bat, was the extra base hit. So 0 out. Jablonski looking to command the strike zone here, maybe going off-speed, looking for a ground ball double play. Runner on first, no out. It's going to be another bunt. This one's high. Jablonski will still have to go 1 with it, so Brentwood Academy does reach their goal of advancing the runner to second base, but sack bunt from Battaglia will send him back to the dugout for the first out. Now a runner in scoring position. He can tag up. We got Davidson Lund, the catcher, at bat. And that's a high curveball from Jablonski, who was waiting till the last minute to make eye contact with the catcher, Andrew Yu. He was eyeing down the runner on second. That's Summy, making sure he can't get too far off the base. 1-0 count for Jablonski. Pitch count fairly low through 3 innings. Top of the 4th here. That's a good pitch. He's liked that spot. Outside corner of the plate with that fastball has been there all day for him and the umpire on the same page. No double play, runner on second. This pitch will be low, and Andrew Yu will have an opportunity to throw, but he prevented it from going behind him, but it had such a weird spin off of him that it bounced 5 feet forward, prevented Yu from making the play. And so now with 1 out, a runner on third, this runner can tag. So Jablonski's trying to give this hitter every reason not to take him deep. This outfield has arms, but we'll see how this one plays out with a 2-1 count, 1 out, runner on third. That pitch is high, makes it 3 balls. And now Jablonski likely give him a pitch to hit. He's just going to have to go with one of the ones he likes. It's basically been that fastball for him. This pitch is low. Wainwright will check up, and that throw is good. Dax Bramer made a play. The throw is a little bit high, but that will make the second out of the inning. Wainwright, textbook fielding there at third base. Grounded the ball, made sure the runner didn't leave his spot and go home, and then made the throw. Perfect routine there, and so now with 2 outs, this will bring back up Ian Scott, who couldn't get a hit last time. So can Jablonski keep it strong? Shutout through. That pitch is a little bit high. Be called for ball 1. You got to think that Jablonski's confidence is high. He's been good when he hits the strike zone. He's forced a lot of ground balls, and there it is, that fastball hitting the right corner of the plate. Phenomenal placement from Mason Jablonski. That's an impossible pitch to hit if he can hit that spot every single time. So Scott. And that hit the bat. This is in live play. And that's an out. That nearly hit Ian Scott in the head, but he put the bat above him and put it in play for the 3rd out. And that'll keep the game scoreless. What a wild pitch. And what a wild way to meet the middle of the 4th inning. We'll be back. 0-0 ball game for the Tigers to hit. Where Dax Bramer takes the first pitch to the shortstop. He's going to run this one out. Good throw will get him. Up to bat, number 11, Mason Jablonski. And so Bramer quickly gets out to start the 1st inning, bringing up the pitcher, Mason Jablonski. This pitch is low and outside. Ball 1 for Battaglia, who's been having just as good of a performance as Jablonski on the opposing side. Both of these guys are working to keep this a shutout game. Jablonski puts that one into play, and that will be caught out. Up to bat, number 12, Reed Whitman. And so after 2 quick outs, Battaglia keeps his pitch count low. He'll throw ball 1 there. But you got to think Battaglia and Jablonski have every reason to keep going. That's strike 1 high and a little bit outside, but maybe hit the top right corner of the zone. 0-0 ball game. Bramer and Jablonski were the first 2 outs of the inning, and Whitman subbing in at subbing in at second. Made a good catch in the field earlier, and this one's going to be put into play. It's going to be a tough play, and this one's going to be caught by Brentwood Academy. What a diving play. We will quickly reach the top of the 5th inning. Boy, this game is moving fast, so you can go ahead and preheat the oven for dinner, as we will be done here faster than anybody expected. We'll be back for the top of the for the top of the 5th inning. Well, what if I told you that we are less than an hour into this ball game? We're already in the top of the 5th inning. Remind you, high school baseball only goes 7. The pace of play has been phenomenal, as Mason Jablonski has played a huge part in that. He's had 4 shutout innings as he takes the first batter on. Strike 1, he's facing number 10, Gus Elliott, the designated hitter for this game. And boy, has Jablonski... And he's going to go straight back for a strike. He's confident as ever, trying to keep that pitch count low, seeing if he can go all the way. Doesn't happen often, but when you got the command like this going. This one is going to be put into play. Great play from Reed Whitman. Gets the glove down, and Dax Bramer will tag first base for the first out. Quick at-bat again. Jablonski picks up another out. Picked up his 13th of the game. Has a couple strikeouts, I believe, to go with it. Haven't really kept track, but up to bat is number 5, Luke Bush, the left fielder. And like I said, this game is scoreless. Some hits down. I mean, Edgeworth had a great inning in the 3rd, got back-to-back hits, and they've got some base runners. So has BA, but nothing consistent. It's been a lot of bunting and a lot of advancing the runner for nothing. There's strike 2, and Jablonski is hammering the zone right now. Unbelievable. And when you're pitching this aggressive, it can start to affect the hitter's mind. And Dax Bramer is just doing it on his own. 2nd out of the inning, and work quickly 2 down. And I'm struggling with the word quickly today. But unfortunate time to be struggling with that word, as this game has moved hastily. Like I said, top of the 5th inning, Jablonski going strong, 2 out, no runners on. And that one nearly hit the leadoff hitter, Kalmus. That's going to be the first ball of this inning, I think, for Jablonski. Already has 2 out. And this one gets through for a single, as we have a wasp in the building. And so a single for Brentwood Academy to keep the inning alive. And 1 ball in this at-bat with a runner on Montiel. Sorry for the wind interference. And 2 balls to start the at-bat with Montiel. Wow, tough call. I thought that one hit the top left corner of the zone. But 3 straight balls to Montiel and a single after quickly getting rid of the first 2 at-bats, first 2 batters. Jablonski trying to find it again here. Can he throw a strike to Montiel, who will most likely make him hit the zone? And he can throw a strike right down the middle. Montiel wasn't going to swing for that one. And now it's still a hitter's count, 3-1. Jablonski's going to have to be good with the placement here with the righty-lefty bat situation. And this one into play for a single, and Whitman's going to try to make the throw to third, and Wainwright nearly gets him, but the base running speed will allow runners to advance second and third. So what started out as a smooth inning has become disastrous for Ensworth. Brentwood Academy has an opportunity to score 2 runs here on a single. And this is about one of the most pressure at bats you'll ever get for number 17, who must be subbing into the game. Oh, no, excuse me. This is Derryberry. Cooper Derryberry. And the Wasp is still enjoying the view from the window. We're trying to get it out of here. Jablonski on the mound and just make sure that he instills the confidence to continue this inning. So Jablonski here working with 2 outs, runner on second, runner on third. And this one is grounded. Can Bushman make the play? Throws it over to Bramer, and that will be the end of the inning. Runners stranded from second and third to continue the shutout game. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th inning. So after some technical difficulties with the Wasp gone and with the microphone on the floor, I'm back for the bottom of the 5th, where Harris will ground to start the inning, but he's going to run to second. This is going to be a tight play as Montiel falls as he throws, and the ball is flying around everywhere, and the Wasp is officially gone. Hallelujah. Hey, will you close that now? number 15, Parker Wainwright. And so now Hunter Harris in at second base with nobody out to start the inning for Ensworth. Parker Wainwright with a prime opportunity goes for the bunt. Wow, and I thought he got caught, but he was stuck in no man's land, and the throw was late. The tag didn't get down, and nobody will be out. Strike one to start the inning after Wainwright attempted to bunt. And 0-1 count for Wainwright with a runner in scoring position. Harris lucky to be still on second base. And Wainwright goes for the bunt. It's low, and this time Harris gets caught again. Don't know what he was thinking, as Harris now will be the first out of the inning, and Ensworth no longer with anybody in scoring position. Get anybody up. And so now with 2 strikes, Parker Wainwright already has 1 out now and can be the second out due to Hunter Harris getting caught at third. And this ball is outside for ball 1. And Battaglia still going strong in this game, bottom of the 5th inning. And he's had a good outing so far. That curveball's been good. That one was high, 2-2 count. So looking to be another base runner here in a shutout ball game, 0-0 for either team. Brentwood Academy and Ensworth normally lighting up the scoreboard. And that's going to be strike 3. Wainwright strikes out. Up to bat, number 3, Reed Bushman. And so now after 2 outs, what looked like a promising inning is on the ropes as Bushman swings at strike 1. Couldn't get his footing straight. That was a curveball that got him the count. That'll be caught for out 3, and we'll be heading to the top of the 6th. I tell you what, Battaglia just throws so quickly, and we're moving top of the 6th inning, 0-0 ball game. We'll be back. Welcome back to Ensworth Live. We are in a 0-0 baseball game. Ensworth has strung some hits together, but Jablonski has been the main story for them on the mound, and same vice versa with Battaglia on the mound for the Eagles. Like I said, 0-0. And up to bat is number 22, Chris Summy, the cleanup hitter. Can Jablonski keep it going? The pitch count is fairly low, although he has a 2-0 count he's working with now. And the fielding has been great today. Some poor base running in the last inning hurt Ensworth, but hasn't been a sloppy game. 2-1. Jablonski finds the middle of the zone there. His fastball has been working today. But for Battaglia, for BA, it's been off speed. 2 different styles. And that's going to be top left corner for ball 3. 3-1 count. Tough here. Got to locate the zone if you're Jablonski. But number 22, Chris Summey, should be looking for something to hit and hit far. And he was swinging for the fences. This is going to be fouled off and land on the softball outfield. Full count. Can Jablonski put away Summey to start the 6th inning? Here comes the payoff pitch. And this is grounded to second. Reed Whitman gets the glove down and makes the throw. Boy, has Whitman been great today. Throws they need to, and Bramer's been a sturdy first baseman for them. So now 1 out. Jablonski continues to grind it out in this outing. Pitching staff. So now up to bat is Joe Battaglia, the pitcher, who doubled in the 1st inning, but like I said, BA and Ensworth both really struggling to hit the ball into play. So 1-0 count. Jablonski's kind of laid off on the strikes to start the at-bats as we've gone later into his outing, probably due to inside corner strike ball. He's loved the outside corner, but now he's working all the way around the rectangle. That is the strike zone. And this one was a curveball, high and inside. Probably a poor swing choice, but Reed Bushman cannons it over to first base. And again, Bramer will be the link. And so now 2 outs, bringing back up to the plate Davidson Lund, the catcher. And boy, everybody's been getting there at bats pretty quickly. Like I said, the pace of this game has been rapid. And Jablonski looking to retire the side here impressively. This ball is going to be low and outside in the dirt. 1-0 count. Jablonski hasn't thrown a first pitch strike this inning, but he has 2 outs. He's been getting the ball on the ground. That one's fouled. That's going to hit the top of the performance gym over on the right side. It's going to be 1-1 count. Evens it up. Jablonski trying to stay aggressive. That's a beautiful pitch. Wow. Thought it hit the left corner, but they're going to call that a ball. Both teams. That pitch is right down the middle. This is going to be foul. I don't know if Bramer's going to run out of room, and he does. That one lands on the sloped hill to the right side of the field, directly parallel with the clock tower. And 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2s across the scoreboard for Jablonski. Can he get it done here and head back to the dugout with 6 shutout innings? That one is going to way. And if those land fair, those are mostly likely extra base hits. Yeah, but nobody's really been hitting it too far. BA's had a couple of long fly pop-outs, and Devin Obie nearly hit a home run in the 1st inning. Went 364 on the 365 wall and was caught out by the left fielder. But a 2-2 count still. And that pitch is high. Good check swing from Lund, who will force the full count. And now can Jablonski find the zone? Andrew Yu, the veteran catcher, we trust him to signal here. So the Tigers wait with anticipation. That's going to be a walk. And so the inning will continue. A pinch hitter this time for Ian Scott will no longer be pitching. That will be number 20. No longer hitting. 23, Monaco. Or that's actually 21, Susano. And so Susano will be pinch hitting for Ian Scott. And Andrew Yu will take the opportunity to head up to the mound to talk it over with his pitcher, Mason Jablonski, who is working through 6 shutout innings. So first at bat of the game for Susano. He'll be facing Jablonski, the the hard-throwing fastball pitcher for your Tigers, who, frankly, has just outperformed even the first one, where he had a solid outing. But I mean, this is a deep start that he's gotten here, and to have 0 runs against a BA lineup is impressive. He's got to keep the pitch count down if he wants to go all the way. Runner on first, 2 out, fresh count for the pinch hitter. That'll be strike 1, low and inside, hits the corner. Can he keep the pedal on the metal? And this one's going to be popped up. We're going to have some good communication. Hunter Harris communicates, and we'll end the inning. So 6 shutout innings from Mason Jablonski, and I don't think there's going to be any reason to take him out. We'll see if any pitching changes happen, but we'll be back for the bottom of the 6th for your Tigers to hit. With 0-0 ball game, if this Ensworth Tiger team can get a run on the board before the 7th, Jablonski could close it all the way out. This will be low for ball 2, and Devin Obi has to be licking the chops here with a hitter's count, 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning, clutch at bat here. Can he get a pitch that he likes? That pitch, inside curveball. Obi didn't like the call. 2-1. Balls to strikes. That's another curveball. And just as I talked about Jablonski going all the way, Battaglia is still in the bottom of the 6th working. He's got that off speed going today. That's made him nearly unhittable. Obi did need. It's just not fitting the eye for Obi. That curveball goes right down the middle, and now it's a full count. Tough situation. Batter, pitcher, battle, and you could just feel the tension there. Obi fouls out onto the football field, but Obi chased that one. Full count still. Such a big at-bat moving forward in this game. And Obi's going to call time as you can just feel the tension build up, cut it with a knife in this beautiful Ensworth field. 3-2 count. That's going to be ball 4. Up to bat, number 8, Andrew Yu. That's the same thing I thought when he first hit. And so now with 1 runner on and 0 out, the Duke teammates trying to get it done for Ensworth here in the bottom of the 6th have a chance to put themselves in a winning position if they can get a run in. Double play is on for Battaglia, who's been pitching well, but the catcher, Andrew Yu, is a good hitter at the plate. That pitch is low. That's a fastball. Battaglia, boy, for a starting pitcher, doesn't throw that fastball very often at all. Loves his curveball. So a 2-0 count. That one's high and inside, ball 3. So Andrew Yu will most likely force Battaglia to hit the zone here. Battaglia and Jablonski's pitch counts are getting up, but relative to the innings pitched, both solid performances. That ball is going to be another walk. And so the infield will meet at the mound. Pitching coach comes out for Brentwood Academy. Battaglia being talked to on the mound. He's had such a great outing, but now he has 2 runners on with the third hitter, McKinley, up in the for BA's pitching staff. Quite frankly, this is, if you make it through here, you're good. Now, that's not saying that the guys down the lineup can't hit, but you just look at the batting averages, and this is definitely be on second with some serious speed. You got to think anything will score him on a single, and he'll also tag up. So dangerous waters, but he will stay in the game. And that, referring to he, that is Battaglia, staying in the game. 0 out. Runner on first and second. And this pitch is a strike. That's the first time I've seen a designated play from the shortstop and the third baseman. They kind of weaved and bobbed. Interesting configuration there, but pitch strike from Battaglia this inning. And again, trying to confuse Obi with this bizarre almost figure 8 movement from the infield, but Devin Obi, hate to break your news for Brentwood Academy, is a MLB. And so McKinley grounds foul, bringing up an 0-2 count, and now from now on out, McKinley will have to battle, trying to prevent being the first out of the inning. Bottom of the 6th, boy, this is a huge inning for the rest of this game. Put BA in a pressure situation. 0-2 count. Can McKinley protect the plate? And again, keeping an eye on the speedy Devin Obi is Battaglia, the pitcher. 0-2 count. Awaiting the pitch. You got to think that the amount of time Battaglia spent looking at Devin Obi messed up with the amount of time he spent actually looking at the strike zone. That one was way in the dirt. 1-2. And you see that the pitching might be breaking through the seams here. Which team is going to break open the scoreboard? And 2-2 even. Battaglia might need to divert his attention towards the plate. And McKinley swings out at a beautiful pitch. Up to bat, number 10, Dax. And so now 1 out after Battaglia with a beautiful strikeout on that curveball that's been working for him all game, working wonders. But Dax Bramer up. He's a great hitter, 455 early on in this season. Hasn't had the best day at the plate so far, but he's been great in the field, looking to carry that momentum over. Continuing to monitor the status with Devin Obi at second. That pitch is low for ball 2, 2-0 count. And again, another hitter's count. Ensworth looking to put some baseballs in play. But Joe Battaglia has been nearly impossible to hit off of. And Dax Bramer hits that one off his ankle. Boy, that's got to hurt. But he's okay. Gives the okay symbol to Coach Maxwell at third base, and you just know that the senior Dax Bramer is tougher than that. That won't take him out. And so 2-1, the Wasp has returned. The return of the Wasp. And Dax Bramer puts it back up the middle, goes to third, and goes back. No, excuse me, they will just get the force out. Instead of going for the double play, Battaglia just opts to throw to third to stop the runner from advancing. And so now a runner still in scoring position at second, but 2 outs and an opportunity here for Mason Jablonski. And Jablonski grounds out to end the inning, and no runs will score. Battaglia escapes the impossible. We'll be back for the top of the 7th inning. 7th inning, last inning, hopefully. I'm getting hungry. We'll see you back. So here we are in the top of the last inning, 7th inning, and that's right. Allowed 2 hits today and a shutout going. He's facing number 10, Gus Elliott, the designated hitter, to start off the inning for Brentwood Academy, who's looking to put on some runs. If Brentwood Academy can put some runs on the board, that will force Ensworth to have a pressure bottom of the 7th, but if they can't, then that means Ensworth will have a great opportunity. Jablonski hits that outside corner. He loves that spot on that fastball, and the umpire has been giving it to him all game. Just perfect location. And I think Jablonski's control on each pitch has been his strength, but Battaglia on the other end with that off speed is also going still. So now a 3-1 count, and this is dangerous territories as Gus Elliott will have a pitch he likes to hit here. Jablonski's going to have to be perfect with the placement. Brentwood Academy making some noise on their bench. And that's a strike. Wow, Gus Elliott caught swinging at that one, and that's normally a pitch you lay off 3-1 and take the walk, but now he forces the full count, and Jablonski's got to have an ounce of confidence after that one. 3-2 count. Pitch is swung at and fouled off to the left side of the field near the Ensworth dugout. Arm up just in case, but a full count now here, 0 out, top of the 7th. That pitch is, wow, that is a tough spot. They're going to call that ball 4, and that'll be a walk to start the inning. Double play is on, so Jablonski's been great at getting players to ground out all game long. And if he can force number 34, another pinch hitter, this time McCoy, to ground out, then that would be ideal, to say the least. And this talented infield can. And actually, they're not going to sub in a pitch. They're not going to sub in for a pinch hitter. They're thinking about bringing in McCoy for Luke Bush. That is the Brentwood Academy Eagles making that decision. But they will stick with Bush, who's hitting last in the lineup. So with 0 out and facing the possibility of seeing the top of the lineup again, Mason Jablonski's got to be near perfect this inning. And taking his time is Bush to get into the plate. 0 out, 0-0 ball game, top of the 7th, runner on first. And it'll be a designated bunt, and Jablonski will go for the double play, and Bushman gets the out. And that's the first time that Jablonski's gone for that play. A little bit shaken up as the base runner for Brentwood Academy, but yeah, Jablonski normally goes 1 on that one. He's gone 1 all day off of that bunt, but he goes for the runner. He goes worth out at third. Both teams just trying to keep people as far away from scoring position as possible. They're feeling the crunch time nerves start to sink in. 1 out, runner on first, double play would end the inning. Can Jablonski force a ground out from Kalmus, the leadoff hitter? There's that spot. That same fastball hits that same spot each and every time. Strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 out. Smooth and confident. Jablonski staying on the mound. This is going to be grounded fair, and that'll be a single. Advance the runner. Runners at first and second. Ground ball. Double play is still on for Jablonski. No need to panic. Andrew Yu, I'm sure, will communicate with his pitcher just to tell him to calm down and keep confident. Now, Taylor Montiel, the 2-hitter, will come up for Brentwood Academy with a runner in scoring position. Boy, this is one of the biggest at-bats you will see in the middle of this series. Brentwood Academy getting the win yesterday. Ensworth trying to wipe that clear of their memories and pick up a W tonight. Jablonski working all 7 innings. And so can he get Montiel to go back to the dugout? And that pitch will be called outside for ball 1, and the pace of play has started to slow down this inning. Jablonski's taking more and more time in between each pitch due to fatigue, but he's been so great today, especially with that placement. That one inside and low, Andrew Yu moving around behind the plate like Spider-Man, just keeping everything in front of him. And that's something you love to see out of any catcher, but makes sense why he's going to Duke for baseball next year. And Montiel takes that one right down the heart of the plate, 2-1 count. Picks up the first strike. Something you love to see for Jablonski. You got to stay aggressive. That's what made him so lethal in the start of the game, just hitting the strike zone and forcing ground balls. Jablonski inside for ball 3. Thought he got the spot. 3-1 count, 1 out. Runner on first and second. Brentwood Academy in striking position here as everybody's biting their fingernails. That pitch is called for strike 2. Unbelievable placement. I mean, Mason Jablonski is, robotic in a sense when he's up against the wall in these counts. It's been unbelievable. Full count. And Montiel grounds it. Bushman will just go 1. That's going to be the second out of the inning. However, 2 runners now in scoring position. But that ball was too slow for Bushman to make a play at second for a double play. Smart play from the veteran shortstop, Reed Bushman, to get the out at first base. And now, with all the lights and with all the cameras facing him, Cooper Derryberry is up for Brentwood Academy. And boy, the nerves are high. 2 runners in scoring position. Top of the last inning, Mason Jablonski, 7 innings, shutout, working. And here's the first pitch, 2 outs. He's 1 out away from heading back to that dugout. That pitch is high. To stay primed and ready to go behind the plate. Can't let anything behind him. 1-0 count. Jablonski looking to stay aggressive and find the zone. That pitch is just low. 2-0 count, and now in a prime position, Cooper Derryberry is working with a hitter's count. 0-0, top of the 7th inning. That pitch nearly hit him. They're going to say it did hit him. I'm not too sure about all that. But outs. Top of the 7th inning, and Andrew Yu will talk it over. Tough situation here, bringing up Chris Summey, the cleanup hitter. And this is why they call it cleanup. First 3 runners got on for Brentwood Academy, and so now Brentwood Academy urging for a confident swing from Summey, and Andrew Yu doing the exact opposite at the mound with Jablonski telling him he's got it. He's still got it. There's a reason you're out on that mound after 7 innings, and it's because you've been nearly unhittable all game. 0-0, 2 outs. Tough call. 2 inside. That'll be ball 1. And I'm just going to let you hear the crowd a little bit. And this one's popped up. Huge play. Reed Whitman calls everybody off and makes the play. Jablonski has the bottom of the 7th inning. Boy, are we ready. What a pitch from Jablonski. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th inning. And so it all comes down to this. Bottom of the 7th inning, 0-0 ball game. Reed Whitman fouls the first pitch back, and Battaglia, just like Jablonski, his counterpart for Ensworth, has been on the mound for all 7 with 0 earned runs. Unbelievable performances so far from these guys. And so now Whitman, who's getting it, but he made a great play to end the inning last time around. It's going to be ball 1. Yeah, Whitman caught the little pop-up at second base. Bases were loaded for Brentwood Academy. A huge missed opportunity in the top of the last inning. And now Ensworth looking to walk it off at home in front of the fans. That'll be a ground out to start the inning for Whitman. Up to bat, number 4, Hunter Harris. And so through the bottom of the 7th, Hunter Harris up to bat. That pitch is outside for ball 1, 1-0. And the pitch count for Jablonski and Battaglia to be this late in the game is unbelievable, the command. And Battaglia takes no time getting the pitches to the plate. I mean, he catches the ball and takes about 3 seconds in total to get this one out. And so a 2-0 count for Hunter Harris. He's got to be confident, got to stand in the box looking for a hit. That's going to be strike 1, high and inside. Conservative at the bat this game. They haven't swung at enough strikes, and nobody's really been putting it in play since earlier in the 4th inning. And Hunter Harris puts this one in the air, and this one's going to be a fly out to get the second out of the inning. Up to bat, number 15, Parker Wainwright. And so after quickly getting the first 2 outs of the inning, there I go, I got it quickly. Battaglia with 2 outs working on Wainwright. Wainwright strikes, throwing the ball with ease at this point. I mean, the confidence is at an all-time high with the breaking ball, and Parker Wainwright has to call timeout because I tell you what, Battaglia takes 0 time getting the ball out, and if I was a hitter, I would need some time too. That ball is going to be thrown for strike 2, and Battaglia is taking no time trying to get through the Ensworth lineup at the bottom of the 7th here to walk it off, and it's a 1-2 count. The Wasp is back. We're monitoring the Wasp situation. We're monitoring the game. I mean, there's so much going on right here. And Parker Wainwright strikes out to end the inning. We'll be back for extra innings, top of the 8th when we come back. Welcome back to Ensworth Live. I'm Max Keller. We are in extra innings, top of the 8th. If you're just joining, it's 0-0. Mason Jablonski just came off the mound. Reed Whitman is on now, but Mason Jablonski pitched 7 shutout innings and would have gotten it all done if Ensworth could have scored in the bottom of the 7th. But this one will have to continue, and just the pitch count got too high, and so Whitman in the game now to pitch. First pitch high. He's facing Battaglia, who might stay in the game for Brentwood Academy. He's also pitched 7 shutout innings. And so let's see if Brentwood Academy can. And so this pitch is fouled back for the first strike of the at-bat. So the question is, can Whitman continue to be clutch? The sophomore's been clutch at all game at second base, just great in the field. And he's pitching now. 2-1. That is a ball too far inside. I thought he got that one, but 3-1 count. Battaglia is looking for a hit, had that lethal double in the first inning. So can he replicate that here? And Whitman hits him. And will walk to first is Battaglia, who looks fine after being hit in the knee. Andrew Yu coming out to talk to Reed Whitman, trying to make sure that he's still confident. Give him the scouting report now. Up to bat, number 2, Davidson Lund, with a runner on first. Double play is available, and I've said that about 7 times this game. None have happened yet, but you know Ensworth is capable of it. And so just to let the tension build, Brentwood Academy and their hitting coaches will talk it over for both teams still looking for their first run of the game. Who would have thought? And it's going to be a bunt, and it's a good one. Whitman calls him off and will get the out at first. Lund too slow to get the single off of the bunt, but he will do his job of advancing the runner. So 1 out, double play is off. Brentwood Academy has a runner on second now. They've been in this situation a lot, and up to bat is Ian Scott. Not the best day for Scott. We'll see if he can erase all that here if he gets a run in. Facing Whitman, 1 out, runner on second. Can Brentwood Academy send the runner in scoring position home to take a good, grab at this game? And that pitch is high and inside for ball 1. Whitman definitely takes a few notches off the velocity compared to Jablonski, but his spots have been good so far. This is the 3rd at-bat he's faced today. That one also inside. Whitman, after hitting the first one, seems to be favoring the inside pitch a little too much. And here's the 2-0 pitch. It's high, and based on Ian Scott's batting performance today, you'd love for Whitman to just throw a few in even down the middle and make Scott prove to you that he can put it in play. But it's a 3-0 count, and now Whitman will be forced to find the zone, or else there will be runners on first and second. Strike 1. Good pitch from Whitman, and now he's back in the at-bat, forcing Scott to think about it a little bit more. What can Scott do working with this count? 3-1, 1 out, runner on second. This one is fouled to the left, and this will make it a full count. This has been the story of the day for the Ensworth bullpen, as they've worked back from these bad counts, like 3-0, 2-0, and they've made it full counts, and we have one right here. Can Whitman get a huge out? This pitch is fair down the line. Nothing lead, scores the first run of the game, and Ian Scott, with about the biggest at-bat you could have all season, gets his first hit of the game and drives in an RBI. Brentwood Academy up 1-0 now. He doubles, and he's on second, so replicate the situation, and that's what Whitman has to work with. And the perfectly hit ball from Ian Scott scores the runner, and Parker Wainwright had no chance at getting that one. That was about the closest to foul you can get. So runner on second, 1 out. Same situation for Whitman. Got to shake that run off and keep his team with an opportunity, as some of the bigger bats will be up for Ensworth with an opportunity to tie the game or walk it off, but they got to get there first, and Whitman's got to continue to grind it out on the mound. 1-0 count, 1-0 ball game. BA just scored. Also put in play, and this one's going to drop, and this is going to be another run for Brentwood Academy and another double. And now this is going to be maybe a triple attempt. No, but another run's going to score. 2-0 Brentwood Academy, as Brentwood Academy pops on the board, scoring 2 in the top of the 8th. Scott scores the run, and that's a stand-up double. So rotating doors. Brentwood Academy in the same situation again. Runner on second, 1 out. This time with a 2-0 lead in the top of the 8th. And you talks it over with Whitman. What a huge at-bat for Gus Elliott, the designated hitter. Just popped it over the head of Hunter Harris. Clutch hitting from Brentwood Academy. And the bats just couldn't get going for Ensworth today, or else it definitely would have been in a better situation. But bottom of the inning. But, you just got to look back to that Devin Obie hit that nearly went out. Could have changed the momentum of this game, but Brentwood Academy feeling all the momentum right now. And another ball thrown by Whitman, 2-0. And this pitch is outside. Luke Bush likes the count, likes the situation. And Whitman throws the first strike of the at-bat. 2-1 count. Brentwood Academy taking the 2-0 lead in the top of this 8th inning. This pitch is fouled right over our heads directly. And the count is 2-2. An opportunity to get an out here for Whitman, much needed after Brentwood Academy opened this game up. Took 8 innings. This pitch is also fouled, staying alive. So 2-2 count. Whitman with the opportunity to get the out here if he can throw a strike. This pitch is put fair, and Hunter Harris fumbles the ball, and the runner is going to be sent home, and the play at the plate will be close. He's going to be out. 2-0 is this where the score will stay after a gun throw from Hunter Harris after he struggled to field the ball correctly in a cannon of an arm. And so now 2 outs, and the bases are now clear. And can escape this without too much damage. Of course, Ensworth will have to perform in the bottom of the 8th inning, but he's looking to get out of this one. And a 1-0 count for Whitman. Thrown against the leadoff hitter, Kalmus. And Kalmus grounds to third. Wainwright can end the inning. Bottom of the 8th inning. And we're back for the bottom of the 8th. BA took a 2-0 lead in the top of the 8th to bust this one open, but Battaglia stays on the mound for Brentwood Academy, throws strike 1. Bushman up to bat. The Tigers are going to need 2. That'll be safe. Runner on first right away. Up to bat, number 2, Devin Obi.
I'm not going to say it, but what if he does?
And now the biggest at-bat of the season so far for Devin Obi has the opportunity to make this one a lot closer. And this ball's going to get away. Reed Bushman's going to be in scoring position. Wow, first ball to get away for Battaglia, and now a runner on second. Huge opportunities for Ensworth. 0 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Devin Ovey up, and this is the guy you want to be batting right now. 1-0 count. Battaglia has had his number all game. Went inside for a ball. 2-0 count. Devin Ovey with a hitter's count in a prime position. Devin Ovey controlling the tempo. Battaglia forced to wait, something he doesn't like to do. This pitch is going to hit Devin Ovey, and now there's going to be a runner on first and second. Up to bat, number 8, Andrew Yu. And so with Andrew Yu up to bat, runner. The coach for the pitching staff coach for Brentwood Academy is going to come out and talk. And they're going to take Battaglia, and they're going to keep him in the game. Run it back, number 8, Andrew Yu. Out. Can he keep his good hitting season going? Battaglia has been nearly unhittable. He's going to bunt, lays down the bunt, and the runner's going to be safe at third. Bases are loaded, down by 2. Up to bat, number 5, Kenny McKinley. And so now with the biggest at-bat of his young career, Kenny McKinley, the junior, bases loaded, 0 out, down by 2. Can he do it? First pitch swings, and it's going to be off of his foot, foul. Is throwing strikes now. He was throwing strikes all game with the breaking ball, and he's been striking people out, and nobody's really been hitting him, but this inning, he finds himself in a sticky situation in the biggest moment of the game. 0-1 count for McKinley. McKinley looking to, though he'll have to be wary of the position of the plate. Have to keep the plate vision up. 0-2 count. Battaglia been working all game. Fatigue starting to set in. Huge at bat for Kenny McKinley. That's going to be strike 3 right down the middle. Up to bat, number 10, Dax Bramer. And so the torch is passed to Dax Bramer now, who's dealing with 1 out. Can he get it done? Another righty-lefty matchup. And that pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. That is the (0-1) count. That one's outside, nearly the same location, but it's going to be a 1-1 count. And Battaglia has slowed down his tempo significantly in the pressure environment. 1-1 count. Bramer sends this one back up the middle. First run will score. Runner's going to go home. Throw to the plate is going to be no good, and the runner is caught in no man's land. Andrew Yu made the mistake, and that will make it a 2-2 ball game, but Andrew Yu now will be out, and so Dax Bramer is at first with 1 out, and now 2 outs, and so no runners in scoring position. Up to bat, number 11. And So after tying the game up, what a huge hit from Dax Bramer, who is on first base, 2 out, and with another hit, could be looking pretty. Mason Jablonski takes strike one on that outside corner. We could be looking at more innings, but no sign that BA is going to take out Battaglia, although you would have to assume this is his last inning if he can continue. And this one will be ground, and the play will be close, and he is top of the ninth. You get extra innings here. Good ball game. Well, if you thought you were watching the MLB, then you're probably right, because we're in the top of the ninth. I don't know if it's been that level of play, but after 7 innings of 0 runs, Brentwood Academy put eighth with a huge single to score 2 runs, and so Whitman will stay on the mound after pitching in the 8th. This hit is going to go foul to left field for strike one. 0-1 count working for Whitman, and Montiel is up to bat for the Eagles. Whitman, the sophomore, trying to stay confident, just had a couple of hittable pitches that kind of led to those earned runs last inning, and Montiel sends this one foul for the second time. Boy, I bet Montiel wants both of those back, as now it's an 0-2 count. Strikeout opportunity here for Whitman. We haven't seen too many strikeouts today. Most teams have been fending it off and fouling and swinging and out. But a huge opportunity here. 0 out, nobody on base. Whitman, he left that one in the foul balls. The count will stay at 0-2. And the tension is high. The crowd has gotten quiet. That pitch is low and inside. Montiel did not chase. Boy, the plate discipline for both teams has been phenomenal all game. 1-2 count. Whitman's got him where he wants him, but Montiel's been fighting it off. This pitch is also foul. Boy, Montiel just can't put it fair, can't get the timing down. 1-2 count still, just driving up the pitch count. As we are in the top of the 9th inning, 2-2 ball game. Only runs have been scored in the extra innings. And the sun is going to start becoming a factor after such a quick first 5 innings. The game has slowed down significantly. 1-2 count for Whitman. That pitch is outside. Good eye from Montiel, forces it to be an even 2-2 count. This pitch is popped up. Can Kenny McKinley make the play? Gets under it for the first out. Huge out of the inning for Whitman, and that'll bring up number 17, Cooper Derryberry, hitting the 3rd position in this lineup. And so Whitman trying to stay confident. That pitch is near the spot that the ump has been calling a strike all game, just a little bit outside. That pitch is nearly inside to hit him. They're going to call a strike. I think that Cooper Derryberry was just turning in on that one. Location was good from Whitman. 1-1 count. That pitch is nearly going to hit him again. And no room to work with. That's going to be a 2-1 count. Whitman's got to find the zone here before he lets it get out of hand. Nobody on, 1 out. 2-2 ball game. Top of the 9th inning. And this pitch is hammered. And this is going to get down. It's going to be close at third. And it'll be a stand-up. It'll be it's not a stand-up, but a triple in a huge spot for Derryberry, who just pounded it to the wall just in between Harris and Obi, and that is the perfectly placed Whitman back in a tough situation. This is going to show a lot of adversity in his young career on the mound. And this time he's facing Chris Summey. 1 out. Runner on third. Top of the 9th. 2-2 ball game. Brentwood Academy looking to take the lead again like they did last extra innings. Pitch is low for ball 1. Good block from Andrew Yu. Some big hits. Whitman hits the outside of the zone perfectly. We got the righty-lefty matchup. Favors Summey, but Whitman finds the zone for a 1-1 count. Can he find a good pitch location here? Timeout called by the batter. Coaches want to talk it over. A lot of nerves in the air here. And so now we return. 1-1 count, 1 out. One's across the board. Runner on third. Top of the 9th inning. Summey in a huge position here. Can he be clutch for this Eagles team? Crowd is dead silent. And they were wanting to bunt, but that's going to be not the best bunt attempt, as now Summey forces it to a 1-2 count, and he's going to have to guard the plate from here on out. Can Whitman find the best pitch of his outing so far? Hasn't really been able to get that put-away strikeout pitch. Here's the pitch. Near the spot, 2-2, even count. That runner is just looming on third base for Brentwood Academy. Got some pitchers warming up for Ensworth. That pitch is going to be fair, and it is going to be a 3-2 ball game. Brentwood Academy takes the lead, and another really, really clutch timing. Putting it right in between the gap and from 3 and 4. First base, Dax Bramer, and second base now is Jablonski, who pitched earlier. So now we got a 3-2 ball game. Runner on first, 1 out. Double play is available. Double play is on. And up to bat is number 12, Joe Battaglia, who we will most likely not see on the mound again after he's pitched 8 innings. Allowed 2 last time, and that's going to be foul. 0-1 count. Whitman has been throwing strikes, but Brentwood Academy has been hitting them. Hit. Runners on first and second, and that hit tally is starting to move up for Brentwood Academy. And Coach Maxwell heading out to the mound to talk it over with Reed Whitman. Runners on first and second, and they're going to call it the bullpen. The night is over for Whitman. As a new pitcher will be warming up. We'll be back. And Ensworth will be making a pitching change. Some people know him as ice cold. Some people know him as ice in his veins. Others know him as Drew Lancaster, number 7. Coming in to pitch in the top of the 9th. Brentwood Academy did score, and they have taken the lead here in extras, forcing Ensworth to score at least one. Drew Lancaster trying to limit the damage. Runners on first and second. And so Lancaster warming up, trying to get the arm going. He's going to try to be on damage control here for the Tigers. And so we return to play. Brentwood Academy has added on another run. We were scoreless through 7 innings. We went to extra as Brentwood Academy put 2 up at the top of the 8th, and Ensworth responded with the bat of Dax Bramer putting 2 up at the bottom of the 8th. And now we are sitting at the top of the 9th. Will take his first pitch. 0-0 count, runner on first and second. 1 out. Double play is on if he can get somebody to ground out. Lunn is at bat. And Lunn pops this one over to Harris, and Harris can't make the play. Lets this one by, and multiple runs will score. There's going to be a play at home plate. And now there's a pickle situation. And that will be the second out of the inning. However, that will be a 2-run, 2 RBI hit for number 2, Davidson Lunn. And so now Brentwood Academy really takes a stranglehold on this game, 5-2, and Ensworth has a lot of pressure for the bats coming up. Lancaster's first pitch gets taken deep to the outfield, and now up to bat is Ian Scott, the man who had the biggest hit of the game yet in the top of the 8th. And this pitch is low for ball 1. Pitch is high for ball 2. 2-0 count for Lancaster. Pitch is high for ball 3, and now we'll see if Lancaster can find the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 1. Pretty good pitch there from Lancaster. And so now Ian Scott will have to think about it. Pretty similar count to what he had last inning in the same situation. This time nobody on. This pitch is grounded to short, where Reed Bushman will end the inning over to Dax Bramer. Huge at-bats for the Ensworth coming up. Trailing by 3 when we go to the bottom of the 9th. We'll be back. Brentwood Academy puts another 3 runs on the board, all scored in extra innings, and this pitch is low and outside. First pitch of the day for Shannock after Battaglia pitched 8 innings beautifully, but he allowed 2 last time. Ensworth is going to have to score again. They're going to have to score 3 of them. Whitman trying to start it off. So 2-0 count. New pitcher in the game equals new opportunities. And this one's also low. 3-0 count for Whitman. Look, would be great to get a leadoff walk. And they're going to talk it over. Catcher visits the mound. Just for a brief chat, 3-0. Sun is starting to come down. We've been here for a while after what looked like it was going to be a quick game. Up to bat, number and Hunter Harris up to bat with the runner on first after the walk. First strike thrown by Shannock in his outing. Got put in at the bottom of the ninth here to close this one out. Walked the first batter, and now it's an 0-1 count for Harris. This one inside and low. All of these pitches have been pretty much 1-1, 0 out. Hunter Harris fouls this one right back towards us. It's a 1-2 count now. Hunter Harris is going to have to protect the plate. Double play is on. Runner on first. 0 out. 5-2. Brentwood Academy leads. Ensworth has to match it or go higher. 3 at least. This pitch weighted on beautifully by Harris and just foul. Are you kidding me? Wow, that was beautifully hit just over the third baseman's head and just not bouncing the right way today for Ensworth. And that was a curveball mistake by Shannock. Left that one right over the middle. And goes right back to that pitch, and it'll be a ball this time. 2-2. Check on the runner at first. Whitman is fine. Huge at bat for Harris, trying to keep the dream alive. Pitch is low, full count, and Shannock in danger of getting another walk if he can't find the zone here. Strike 3. Hunter Harris is out looking. Up to bat, number 15, Parker Wainwright. And after Harris struck out, there is 1 out. Bottom of the 9th inning, runner on first. Brentwood Academy leads by 3. That pitch right down the middle, Wainwright looking. This one inside nearly hits Wainwright. Be a 1-1 count. One out, runner on first. This pitch is high and outside, 2-1 count. Ensworth has to make these 3 runs up, and they have short outs to work with. Really good pitch, and Wainwright can't make contact. 2-2. Even count, 1 out. Wainwright's got to stay confident at the plate. This pitch is low for ball 3. Full count again. Last time, Harris struck out. Well, he's up on deck. And Wainwright pops this one up. That ball is going to be heading towards the performance gym. And full count, stays full. Wainwright with a good hack at that one. Full count. All eyes at the plate. That pitch, strike 3. Bushman. And so now with their back against the wall, Ensworth looking, Reed Bushman takes strike 1, 0-1 count, 2 out, runner on first. They need 3 runs, and they need it now. In danger of picking up their second loss in the series. Bushman pops this one foul, waited too long. And his body weight left too early, and so he was only going to dribble that one out. Lucky it was foul. That would have been the last out of the game. 0-2, already back against the wall. Has to keep his plate vision high right here. And Bushman, again, foul on that curveball that's coming in slower than these guys are expecting. They're early on this with Chernock in the game after a great outing from Battaglia, who just had a lot more velocity on that curveball. This pitch, strike 3 to end the game. Ensworth loses, and 5-2, tough one. And we hope to see you back next week for Ensworth Live. We'll be here for most of the home games all season long. Ensworth loses. Max Keller, have a great night.